Just give yourself permission internally that for next few moments you are here, just here. Nowhere to go, nobody to be, and just enjoying this moment. So take a deep breath in through your nose, fill your belly, your chest, hold for a moment, and exhale through your mouth. And as you exhale, you let go. Take another deep breath in, filling your belly, your chest, taking it to all different parts, and exhale. And as you exhale, if a heavy breath or sound comes out, that's absolutely normal. And take another deep breath, and this time take this breath to all parts of your body, especially those parts which feel tight or not relaxed in this moment. Hold for a moment and exhale. So you inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and your exhale should be a little longer than your inhale. And just breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply, and I want you to bring your focus on your heart. You can even put your hand on your heart if you want to. Uh, and just tune into your heartbeat in this moment. Like really listening to your heartbeat like a good friend listening to the other friend. And notice how it feels as you bring your awareness, your attention to your heart. And take a deep breath in this space and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. And notice your energy in this moment. How do you feel physically? How do you feel energetically? And are you fully here? If your mind goes somewhere else, just bring it back gently by focusing on your breath. And just watching the breath coming in, going out. Right, you are just the observer of this breath coming in and going out. And now bring in this observation that who is the one who is actually observing the breath coming in and going out. Not to search or analyze, just to be curious. Oh, who is the one who is actually observing the breath coming in and going out? And is there a space from where this observer is observing the breath coming in and going out? Just have curiosity. Oh, who is the observer? Where is he also observing from? Or she is observing from? So take another deep breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, whenever you're ready, you can bring yourself here. If your eyes were closed, you can open your eyes. And when you open your eyes, notice how do you feel in this moment? What is your awareness right now? Thank you. So, everybody here? Good. How does everybody feel in this moment? Relaxed, right? So how long it took to get relaxed? 4 or 5 minutes, maybe less than that for some of you. And if you notice, everything else in your life is exactly the same. The people in your life, the appointments in your calendar, the world and its craziness. But what you just did was just shifted your focus. You tuned yourself back inside. And when you tune yourself back inside, turn your attention inside, now you are connecting with the world from inside out. Otherwise, you are here and trying to deal with the world from here. But when you are here, you are connecting to the world from this place. And that's why the whole difference is. That's why the whole shift is. Because this is where the actual stability is. This is where your home is, right? Inside. So from your home, when you can look everything you can deal with. But when you're outside, you're caught up into the craziness of the outside world and its energy, then you're not at home. So it becomes difficult to find your own stability, your own focus, your own awareness. So the simple message is stay at home. The age-old advice, right? So today I want to bring into focus one aspect, and I just want to leave you with that one thing which you can explore more and observe more. But I just want to introduce quickly myself. My name is Vivek Kashyap, and sometimes my wife also comes, Christina, here. Some of you know her, but I'm filling in for Yolanda because she's out for a retreat. So she asked me to fill in, and I've been practicing the same meditation, Raj Yoga meditation, which Yolanda has been practicing for several years. I just started practicing just because when I was back in India, the meditation center opened in front of my house. So just like in India, it's just like where you're sitting, it's just this far. So in India, when you have neighbors, you have true neighbors, which means you can't escape them. So my mother started learning, and I was like a teenage boy, so I started going along with her, and just because we were all from religious family, just followed like whatever parents were doing. And then after a few years, when I joined my university, I started focusing more on it, and since then I've been on this journey. So I learned different forms of meditation. I also did a certification in heart-centered healing, which is to really go inside and heal yourself at a deeper emotional, energetic level, and which I did for myself. It helped me, and then I started doing it for other people. My wife was one of my first few clients. And then we have also, both of us do retreats together. And last time we did a retreat in March, so we also have Yolanda, who is another facilitator for the retreat. So that's a little background, and it's always exploring journey. Something new, what I want now is always appears, what I need to learn, new teacher, new way of doing things, because I'm open about learning. So the question I want to ask you today is, what is it that you are deeply seeking in your life? What is the thing you're really searching for in your life?
Peace.
Peace, yeah, good. What else? And everybody's answer could be different, and there is no wrong and right answer, So anybody else, what are you really seeking?
Health.
Health, okay. What else?
Purpose.
Purpose? Yeah, good. See, if you... Answers? Yeah. So a follow-up question is, if you're seeking for the answers, and if you get all the answers, what would you feel then? Home. Okay, great. And home means calm. Okay, calm. Yeah. So if you see, everybody has a different answer, and it's a good answer for everybody because all of us are unique, and our focus in life, what we want to receive or want to experience, is different. So some people would say peace, love, happiness. Other people would say love, peace, happiness. Somebody else would say happiness, love, peace. It doesn't really matter, but it just shows that somebody has more focus there because they are unique. So love is more important. Some people happiness is more important. Some people peace is more important. So how, if you experience peace, for example, whatever you have asking, calm or peace or whatever it is, if you if you experience calm, if you experience peace or happiness, how would you know that you have reached that point, right? You have accomplished your goal. How would you know that?
Feel it inside.
You feel it inside. Great. Any other answer?
You're in the moment.
Yes. So which means yeah, you're present. You're in the moment.
The moment itself is expanding.
Yes.
You're completely inside in the present. Present is finally
Yes.
where you needed to be all along.
Yes. Yeah.
When you were asking what people were looking for, I was thinking about it, and then as everybody was answering, I thought, yeah, I'm looking for all that. I was actually thinking, geez, everybody just said something. I want all of the things that they said. So there wasn't one thing that was said that it all was what I was looking for. So I thought, wow, it's all what you're looking for.
And that's great. It's your list, and it could be as long as you want it to be. Yes.
When you say how do you know if you've reached it, the minute I was feeling is sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yes. Yeah. So, and because we have this and this, waves, what we really want is this, right? So, when we are here, we have the experience, oh, I'm here. And then life brings you some other curveball and you're not there, but then you seek to be here. What we really want is to be here and stay here. But the question was like, if you are here, how would you know this is the here? This is the 100%, or this is, or if, because when you are here, you know it, and when you're here, you say, I don't experience it, right? So if this was 100 and this was 0, then you would realize, oh, this is 0. But if you're halfway, you also realize this is 50%, right? Right? You're not fully there. So you would feel it, right? Is that correct for everybody? You would feel when you're there. You wanted to say something?
Well, just for me, that would be the absence of stress.
Absence of stress, right? So that's another indicator, right? Hey, when I don't feel stress, I'm here, right? Because a lot of people experience when there is absence of this, I would feel this. Like when there is absence of conflict, I would feel peaceful, right? So the next question is, everybody good with this? That if I reach here, I already know I'm 100% here, and this is peace, this is calm, this is whatever you're seeking for. So if you're halfway there, say you're in a relationship and somebody loves you deeply, but as you are experiencing that love, your definition of love is here, 100%, right? But whatever love you are experiencing from there is this 50%, for example, or 70%, right? We have this experience with people, oh, they love me, but it doesn't feel full, whatever the reason is. It's not, I don't feel complete in that sense. So you feel 60%, 70%, whatever it is. How do you know it's 60% or 70%, not 100%, right? It's definitely not 0. It's somewhere in between, but it's not 100%. What makes you realize this is not 100%? Like sometimes you have a conversation with somebody who's very sweet, but inside their energy is different, right? Maybe they don't like you, but on the face they are very sweet. So after you leave that conversation, you say, oh, this sounded very sweet, but something doesn't feel right. Right? Something, their sweetness doesn't match with their energy. How do you know that there was a mismatch there? What makes you feel that?
Intuition.
Intuition is one thing, but in the real sense, you would feel it like, hey, this was not real, or this was 50%. What makes you feel that?
In your soul.
And your soul. I'm answering the question as I'm asking, how do you feel that? Because you feel it, right? It's not 100%, or it is 75%, right? So if I have to measure something, right, this is 75% or this is 100%, I need to have the original benchmark, right, against which I'm comparing. I need to know what 100% is against which I can say this 75%. Or if you turn down these lights, I would say it's halfway there. Or when I turn the lights up, I'd say it's 100% because I know what 100% is. Because there's a marking on the button, but also the brightness. So that benchmark should be there against which you're measuring it. Everybody good with that? Anybody has any questions? Like you have to compare against something. Like if this bottle of water is half, I know what is full, right? So where is that benchmark against which you're comparing? I'm 100% there, or 100% peaceful, or 50% peaceful, or 70%. Where is that benchmark against which you're comparing? Where is that benchmark?
What are your experiences? It's in your subconscious mind.
It's in your subconscious mind, right? Any other answer to that? Again, there is no right or wrong answer. It's your answer. So, what do you feel? Yes.
Could it be varying between people? So if I feel at my 100% in this individual who I feel is not to the 100% that I'm feeling, could they be at their 100%? Who am I to judge
Yeah.
their benchmark?
Right. Yeah. So the question is about your own self, not judging anybody else's benchmark. Yours would definitely be different than mine. Mine would be definitely different from, because we're all unique people, right? Different life experiences, different age, whatever it is. So where is your personal benchmark against which you compare? I am at 100% peace, or 75% peace, or today my peace is almost low. Where does that benchmark exist against which you're comparing? Because you're doing it all the time. Whether you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for somebody else, but there is a constant comparison happening. Yeah. From the past.
Experiences.
Mhm. So, which means your past memories against which you're comparing, oh, in the past I experienced this much love, and then now it is not there. But what about those people who never experienced that much love in the past? How are they comparing, right? They're also comparing, right? Because there are moments, just like you're saying, when you hit this, in some moments you realize, oh, this is what it feels like. Maybe you go to a wonderful vacation and you experience peace, and it's like, oh, this is what peace feels like. But you come back and it's the same world, same people here back home. Yes,
Your perception.
your perception, good. The follow-up question to that is, against what are you perceiving? You're perceiving against something to say, hey, this is 50, this is 60, this is 70.
You're feeling validated, you feel, I think sometimes you just, somebody made you feel validated, and you can tell that they care so much, or that they connect with you so much, you just, because they're validating you somehow, with
Yeah.
what they're saying or how they're reacting to you, or you feel very validated, which is,
Yeah. So somebody is giving you the feedback. They're validating you, and then when you feel validated, you feel full, right? But then when you say I'm full compared to what? It comes back to you, right?
right,
So the reason I'm asking you question to and asking you to go deeper into this is because the original template, what is 100% peace, what is 100% happiness, what is 100% calm, is already inside you. It was always inside you, even when you didn't have access to it, Even when you don't experience full calmness, full peace, full love, it was already always there. But you were never experiencing it. Yes, you wanted to say something?
I'm thinking it's your soul awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You awaken it.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in this life to awaken.
Yes. Yeah.
And who knows?
And how much effort you have to do to awaken yourself.
I'm making a lot of effort.
Yeah.
It seems to help a little bit.
What if I told you that you don't have to make any effort? And all of this conversation is about not making effort. That's why I'm bringing it up. So you're comparing all the time against something that you're 100% there, 50% there, whatever it is. And I'm not asking about judging somebody against somebody else, but within your own self. Because when you feel full, you feel full. And you know exactly what that full is. It's not your full, it's her full, and it's her full. Everybody has personal thing. But inside, we have that original template, and you can call it soul, the soul awareness, or whatever it is, your original fullness. And you carry this every single moment with you. Whether you experience the fullness or not, all the time, that's a different story. So it's almost like sun is always there, but we are sitting in this room, so we can't see the light in the same way, the warmth in the same way, but it's still there. And when we walk out, there are clouds, we would not see the sun, but sun is still there, right? So what is the real reality? Clouds are the real reality, or sun being always there, even when the earth moves and there is night? Sun is still there, right? That's the fact, that's the truth. So inside us, we always have the original template of being, knowing what 100% love is, what 100% peace is, what 100% calm is. And the good news is, it's your template, right? And it has always stayed with you. Like it's like in olden times, like I'm also a little old, we used to listen to cassette tape, right? So when we play the first song on A side was the best song of the album, right? And from there it keeps on going downhill. And then you switch the tape and you're on the B side, and it kind of, But then what if we have to listen to the first song, which was the hit number, what we have to do? We have to take the cassette, put it back, rewind it, go to side A, first song, and we listen. But the song was always on the tape. So all the effort which we are doing is putting the tape back, which was flipped in our life for whatever reason, where we have not so good experiences, where we loved somebody deeply and they took advantage of us or betrayed us, and then we realized, oh, I'm never going to open my heart ever again because it's hurtful, right? And then I always stayed cautious. I created my own protection, so I never get hurt. And then if that experience is repeated one or two times, then I realized internally I changed the definition of love is equal to hurt, or love is equal to transactional, depending on what your experience was. So internally twisted that definition of what that original feeling was. But deep inside, even though the definition was twisted, deep inside I still knew that this is what it feels like to be in 100% love. Because you would have moments, right, where you would experience, whether in company of your pet or with a kid or in nature somewhere beautiful, right? The original template was always there. So all this effort which you are saying, like, oh, I'm making a lot of effort, we all are making effort, is to flip that cassette tape, put it back on A side and bring it back to the original experience. The good news is the tape always have the song. It's always recorded. Also, the good news is it's your tape. You can flip it whenever you want. You don't have to wait for anybody's permission. But the important thing I want to share with you is the original thing, whatever you are seeking, is already inside you. There is an old Rumi quote: what you are seeking is seeking you, right? Or the kingdom of heaven is inside you, right? So if you really look from that definition, what you're seeking you is, you already know what it feels to be in 100% love, 100% peace, but you are looking at the wrong place, right? Whether you're looking for your own power in outside world, right? Or your own identity in outside world, or love in a relationship, they're all okay, but they're never going to satisfy you to the level what is the original template inside you, because only you know what exactly is love, what exactly is care, what exactly is compassion, because it's your unique print, your ID of that inside you. So if it's inside me and I'm carrying it all the time, why is it so difficult to access it? Why is it so difficult to get in touch with it? Everybody agrees till now, whatever we understand, right? We compare against benchmarks. The benchmark, whatever we are comparing, the original template is already inside. Because if it wasn't there, you would never seek what you're seeking. Like, for example, if none of you have ever had a chocolate, right? And I bring this nice chocolate, like a dark chocolate with raspberry or whatever it is, and I put it in my mouth and I like, wow, this is the best chocolate in the world. It melts in your mouth. It tastes like this. I explain the whole flavor, texture. But if you never had chocolate, you would say, it sounds good. I can see happiness on his face, but I don't know what it is. But if you had that chocolate and I am explaining it to you, you would feel the taste in your mouth, or your mouth would be watering, right? Because you know the experience. Because without the experience, you won't seek whatever you're seeking, right? Wherever that experience is coming from, you can say from past, but it's part of your original template. Because if that wasn't there, you would not be seeking, you won't be on this journey for your whole life in some ways, right? You're seeking that love, you're seeking that peace, but you're seeking in different things, in work, in relationship, in the world outside, whatever it is. So if it is part of you, right? If it's part of you, then you don't have to search for it, right? It's your stuff. It's your thing. Does it make sense? Which also means one more thing. If it's your thing, it's so integral to you, you were born with it, and you would die with it. You won't even lose that, right? You can lose everything else, whatever you have picked up from this world, right? Whatever is so-called you have earned, you would leave everything, but you're going to take it with you. So if it's such a part of you, and let me put it another step forward, it's you, right? If it is you, then why you have to make so much of effort? Why do you think you have to make so much of effort?
The world has a lot of distractions that keep us away from the path that we're on.
Yeah,
It knocks off a lot.
yeah, absolutely. What else?
Seems like it comes from doubt.
Exactly, it comes from doubt. There is a doubt, right? What else?
Resistance.
Yeah, it could be resistance to what?
Fullness.
Resistance to what?
Fullness. The full result.
Yeah, the resistance to fullness could be
About fear.
about fear. So all of these things, fear, doubt, resistance, everything else, where do they exist? In your mind, right? Everybody agrees it exists in your mind, including your past unpleasant memories or whatever it is, right? So they all exist in the mind, and also partly emotions in your body. But before I move forward, everybody is okay with whatever we have discussed so far? It makes sense, it's logical, right? So, so it's like your mind is the one which is deceiving you all the time. It's deceiving you and telling you that what you are searching, first of all, You need all of these things: peace, happiness, this thing. And the way to get it is to go out and get it, right? And also, you have picked up all of these different stories that you are not worthy of love, or you're not worthy of happiness, you're not worthy of fill in the blanks. Maybe because of some of the experiences you have gone through, right? Some experiences repeated, you loved somebody and they didn't love you back to the same level or whatever it is. And then you also picked up another story that you have to work really hard to earn love or to earn happiness, to earn all of these things. All of these stories, all of these concepts, they are all there in the mind only, right? So now, if you're bought into these stories, I have to work really hard. I'm on this spiritual journey. I have to spend another 50 years to be enlightened. These are just stories, right? Because if they were not stories, and you have to work really hard to experience love, to experience happiness, then, and it wasn't part of you, then it's almost like you have to earn a little bit more to have better experience, right? You would start from 5% and 10%, just like your bank balance, right? You have to keep on working hard to get it. But that's not the truth, right? Because in certain moments you're there. You're 100% experiencing love, 100% experiencing peace, 100%, but that moment doesn't last and then you come back, right? So, which means that you don't have to work extra hard to earn this love or earn this happiness. It was always there. So the story which we have told ourselves is I have to work really hard to reach that level, to reach enlightenment or peace or calm and all that. And then because you are bought into that story, because the whole human life is nothing more than the way we have been taught is to solve one problem after another problem, right? When we were a kid, can he sit, with his own balance? That was the first problem to solve, right? Then can he walk? Or he's not walking, so problem to solve. Can he talk at this age? He can't talk, right? There's problem. So life is a series of problems which human beings have been trying to solve, right? That's how the script has been given. So finding your own truth, finding your own love is also a problem to solve. But the good news is, as I told you, it's already part of you. And all you have to do is drop all of these stories of the mind and to truly believe that it's already inside. I'm already full. I'm already there wherever you want to be. I'm already peace. I'm already calm. Right? I'm already that shining bright light. I have to drop all the other stories around. And when you drop these stories, then you drop this whole drama of that am I worthy or not? Because all this stuff is tied into the stories, right? Does it make sense? Or it seems like off? And if it seems off, feel free to raise your hand and share your comment or feedback, whatever it is. So if everything is there, the only thing which we really need is to remind ourselves every moment, I am that, and I am that. That is your, whatever you're seeking. I am peace. I am love. I am full. I am enlightened. Even in situations where you don't experience this. Because the truth is, you are love. Whether you're experiencing your love or not, that's a different thing. Like, for example, in this room, we have all the channels, the TV channels, or FM and AM, but we are not listening to them, those channels right now. But if I bring the radio and tune in, you can listen to that station. The only thing is, I'm not tuned into that frequency. I'm not tuned into that vibration. That's why I'm not experiencing it. But that doesn't take away this fact that you are that. Because you are that. You were that and you're going to take it with you. Yes.
For some reason, the word keeps coming into my mind, like acceptance.
Yes, acceptance, yeah.
Just, I think that's difficult for all of us.
Yeah.
Accepting other people and yourself. And just think,
I have a simple trick for you. So you start with yourself.
Right.
So I start accepting I am that. And because if you don't accept or believe in this, then you're already dealing with lack of worth, right? In one area or other, whatever that area is, right? I'm not worthy enough for happiness, worthy for love. So in order to prove your worth, now you're going out and trying to please people. Because if they validate you, you're worthy. If they validate you, you are this. So you're looking, so it's almost like every morning you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you say, oh, this is me, right? Only when you look in the mirror, then you say, this is me. But the truth is, even when there is no mirror, you're still you, right? But you're wasting so much of time, and then we make our house full of mirrors, right? Our life full of mirrors, because only when I see in a reflection of somebody else, then only I feel I exist or I'm worthy, right? So all the things, all the relationships are just reflection. But again, everybody's at a different place. They might not see you as who you are. They would only see through their lens, right? Because how much they have accepted them, it becomes the clarity in their mirror. So if they have fully accepted themselves that they are love, they can see your love. But if they are at 50%, they can only see 50% of you as love. And they would only, then 50% time they would complain to you. So if you wait for somebody else to clean their mirror and then tell you, hey, you are 100% love, that's a lot of waiting. They might never be interested in cleaning the rest of their mirror, right? So do you want to spend the rest of your life waiting for somebody else to validate you when you already know that you are already there, you're already full? You have to drop these stories that I have to find love in relationship. And I'm not saying that none of them is important. If you have, that's great. But that is interest. That is not your principle. Your principle is you, right? Everybody else is going to reflect some of that, but that's not the full you. If you really want to have full experience, you need to focus here, because that's the principle. All of this is bonus and interest and all of those things. But a lot of people want to just live on interest. But if you don't have your own principle high, the interest would be small. And then people would only show where they are. They can only reflect back the love or happiness where they are. Does it make sense? So forget about other people, right? Come to the acceptance of yourself, and the number one acceptance is you are 100% what you're seeking. So when you go back home, make a list of things you are seeking in your life. The top 3, top 5, not more than that. Otherwise it will get more confusing. So top 3. And then sit with that and tell yourself that you're already this. Even though you're not experiencing it, you're already this. And just breathe into that space. Because everything else is just a story which you have picked up from this life, a memory from this life. And then you would automatically have the longing. How should I experience more of this? And the number one way to experience more of this is to remind yourself that I am this. Remind yourself I am this. Or to be surrounded with people who remind you that you are this. Because if the whole world says, for example, Vivek, you are amazing, you are full of love, but Vivek doesn't believe that, then would Vivek be able to experience love ever? No. Even though the whole world is telling, whole world is validating, because I don't see myself in my own eyes as worthy. So the problem is where? Here, right? So, but if Vivek feels he's 100% love, he's 100% his true self, and the whole world is saying, no, Vivek, you're not, you are this, you have 5 problems or 10 problems, what would Vivek's experience would be? If I truly know who I am, then it doesn't really matter. And that's my experience in life right now. If the whole world is on the other side and they say, wait, you are this, it doesn't really matter. I would say, thank you. Whatever it is, you follow your journey and I follow my journey, right? And some people would say, oh, you're not following this religion or this path, you're going to hell. Then I tell them, Thank you, let me enjoy my journey to hell, right? You go to heaven then. Let me enjoy my journey to hell, right? I'm happy with that. So it's your journey, right? So you have to bring that focus and bring that remembrance, this reminder, right? In every culture, every religion, there is this focus on remembering who you are. So what are you really remembering? You're remembering that you're already that what you're seeking, which means you don't have to make an effort. If it's your thing, do you think you have to make an effort? The only effort is reminding yourself, this is who I am. And the problem comes, your mind sneaks in between to create doubts, right? Or bring in past experiences to create doubt that, oh, well, last time when you thought you're all full and this happened, right? So life invalidated your experiences. It doesn't really matter. You're going through these experiences in life to learn, to have different experiences, to enjoy experiences, right? So the purpose of life is what? Enjoy, right? Enjoy. How would you enjoy if you inside feel you're not worthy, right? If you feel you're less than and you have to keep on looking for somebody else for validation, how would you enjoy? You would only enjoy when you feel you're already full. And no matter what's happening, I'm still on my journey. And then all of you right now, you have been practicing, you're on your spiritual path, whatever path you're on, you have become better than who you were when you started, right? And a big part of that is you have continued to remind yourself, whether you do your daily meditation practice or you come here, whatever it is, this is just a reminder in different ways, right? But all you have to do is remind yourself, but not from a place that, oh, you are less and you have to remind to become more. You're already that. And you remind that you're already that. There is nothing missing in you, right? You are that pure awareness. You are that pure love. You are that pure fill in the blanks, right? And then once you sit from this internal posture, I'm already that, then everything else drops. If your mind creates a doubt, brings up past experiences and stories, oh, that happened, you're not good enough, just drop it. They were just stories and experiences. And there might be some past things which you're still holding in form of emotions, which would seem very real because every time you think about past hurt and you can feel it right there, that's your opportunity to find a way to heal it, right? Go to whoever you want to go to get it healed. That's just like you have an injury here, you go to a doctor to heal, find a right doctor to heal. If this doctor doesn't help, find another doctor. There's a whole ton of doctors, right? So part of the retreats which we do with Christina and Yolanda is to help with deep emotional healing. So once that emotional blocks or stuff goes away, then even the doubts come, they will not be powerful because there is no charge underneath that doubt. There is no energy of that pain or hurt. It's almost like things which you have healed from the past. When you look back in your own life and you think about that, but there is no charge because you have healed it, you feel like, oh, it almost seems like somebody else's story, right? It almost seems like a dream, right? Because there is no energy there. So that's part of your responsibility to heal yourself, whatever method you use. So everything what we are doing in our life, going to classes, practicing meditation, or going to church or temple, all of this is just for one thing, to remind ourselves who we are, right? In different texts, different philosophies, they have used different words to help you remind who you are, right? So all I have to do is remind myself who I am, but not from a place of I'm less, I'm already full. So the more you do that, then there will be less of this and more of this. That doesn't mean you would not come here, but the period to stay here would increase more, and then there would be less and less. And how do you know you're progressing? There would be less of this and more of stability, right? More of this. And you would find that no matter what's happening in the world, how crazy the world gets, how crazy the people around you get, you're able to be yourself. Because first of all, you're already that what you're seeking, right? You're already that full, amazing, beautiful soul, pure awareness. You're already that, but also you can look from that place, and your relationship with everything would change. Because if you are 50% here and you're looking from here, and you're 100% here, you're looking from there, the view is different, right? If the view is different, then you would connect differently from these people, right? The view here means your vibrations are higher. When your vibrations are higher, you would attract here, not here. That's law of attraction. It's not what you think you will attract, it's what you feel you will attract. Because you're broadcasting here. When you're broadcasting here at a high level, you will attract all the people with a high level energy. All the people who are going to come and share their love with you from that place of fullness. Not taking, not judging, not making you less. That's where you're broadcasting, right? That's why the most powerful antennas which broadcast are at the top of the hill, right? Because they can broadcast at the highest level. So does it make sense what we are talking about? Anybody has any doubt still? Anybody who thinks they are less than whoever they want to be right now?
Always.
Yes.
You have to change that story. And the best way to change that story is drop that story. Stop believing that story. Because what you're believing in, you are empowering that. So why don't you believe in yourself? That you're already that. You're already full. You're already enlightened. Because the truth is, life is unfolding moment by moment, right? So in this moment, you say, I'm already full. I'm already enlightened. And it was this moment. And that moment is gone, as I've spoken. But now is a new moment. And in this new moment, I remind myself, I'm already full. I'm already enlightened. And this moment is gone. And the next moment, I just keep on reminding every moment. Every moment, I would slip. And then I come back and remind myself, hey, where did you go? I'm still here, right? So that's what this internal original self, all the things you are seeking, that original self is already that. And that original self is sending signals, sending messages throughout your life as a reminder, hey, I'm here, come back home. I'm here, come back home. But most of us, not people here, but in the world, they keep on looking outside, going outside, right? They're never home. There's so many voicemails sitting in their phone at home, or letters in their mail, but they're always outside. They can't read those reminders. So all you have to do is promise to yourself, everybody, when you go back home, that you would never let yourself down because you're already that. Even 5 people around you come and tell you you're less than that, you are not. Because I'm not telling you to make you feel happy about this thing. I'm telling you this is the fact. Because you're already that. You're enlightened in this moment. If you just allow yourself to feel that enlightenment in this moment. You have to just step into it, right? So whether you choose to remember this truth or not, it's a different story. But the truth is you're already that. All you have to do is create reminders throughout to step into that, whatever you're seeking. Does it make sense? So promise everybody that you would stay in your original self. That is your original self.
Radio signal, through TV, and then you would be able to hear it. And my brain connected that, maybe subconsciously, to like the sound sounds, the frequencies of sounds, like the sound bowls or other, I don't understand that. Is there a connection between, were you drawing a connection between those?
So sound ball is also vibrations, you can use to heal it. But what I was trying to say was that even though you don't see things right in this moment, even you don't hear right now, they're still present. The only thing is you're not tuned in. And the reason I was sharing this was you're already your original self. You're already full, but you're not experiencing your fullness because you're not tuned in. You're just like in olden times when we have those AM radios and we try to listen, but it would catch some other station in between. Now two songs are playing, or there is a lot of static in between. That static or that disturbance is the mind, right? The mind is not allowing you to listen to that sound. Like when you sit and close your eyes and you meditate, these thoughts come, right? And you sit with like, I'm love. And your mind will bring in 5 examples of when you are not experiencing love or when you are not expressing love, right? That disturbance, right? So all the traditions, all the cultures, all the philosophies, they have created different methods to help you discipline your mind. And the reason why we have to discipline our mind, so that I am free from doubt, free from static. I can listen to my true self. All the prayers, all the meditations, all like the rosary, whatever you do is for one purpose, to discipline your mind, including standing on one leg or doing yoga in a particular posture, so that when you take your physical body, whether through repetition or whatever it is, your mind gives away after some time, right? So silence is important in that way. That's why a lot of people, if you see all the hermits and everybody left everything to go into silence, the idea is so that they move this static out of their life, these disturbances out of their life. And the whole goal is nothing more than to sit with yourself. When you sit with yourself, all the craziness, your mind would get crazy and all that. Like when I I did a 10-day silent retreat. So when I did that first, and I said, "Oh, I am a meditator. This would be piece of piece of cake." First 5, 6, my mind went crazy. Like it just brought all the thing, and I was trying to push my agenda. No, I can meditate through it. And then after 5th or 6th day, I said, "Okay, I am not going to have my agenda. I have to let go." And I would just, if I don't experience a single moment of peace, I'm okay with it. And from that, everything changed. My mind calmed down, and I just came back to this place of internal peace. So that's why you have to create spaces where you can let go of your mind. Your mind is free from disturbance, so that you can truly listen to yourself. You can truly see you're already that. That's the whole idea. And anybody in this world, anyone, whether it's your parents or your siblings, your spouses, your kids, your pastor, or whoever it is, comes and tells you you are less than anything what you are, don't listen to them, right? Nobody knows who you are, and the truth is you are already that what you're seeking. So anybody who tries to put you down, they're not telling you the truth. They're telling their truth, wherever they are. Does it make sense? So don't believe in any one of that. So first of all, stop believing in all of these people. Second, stop believing your own mind. As per research, and this is not I'm saying, 95% of the things we worry about, 95% never come true. So 95% of my energy I just waste worrying. So which means the other 5% come true. But I have the capacity to deal with this 5%. How do I know I have the capacity? How do I know I have the capacity to deal with the other 5%? Because you're already here. If you didn't have the capacity, you would be gone. Yeah, it was difficult, challenging. You thought, oh, you won't survive, but you're still here, which means you have enough capacity to deal with it. And when you look back and you're healed through that story or that experience, you realize you learned something. You became a better person. So out of 900%, only 5% come true, and you already have a capacity to deal with it, then why worry? Just go through it and do whatever you got to do. But inside, believe you are already that 100%. You're already 100% love, 100% power, 100% purity, happiness. That's all I wanted to share with you today. That do not have even a 0.0001% doubt that you are less, because you're already that. And I gave you all the proof that you are that, right? Rest is if you can have your journey for next 50 years, but for 50 years, you are that already. You don't have to reach anywhere. You're already that. Right? Everybody makes sense? Okay. So we do short meditation. I think I already hit the time, 10:15. Everybody okay to stay for 5 minutes?
Do you ever have like not positive flow? Do you ever get angry or, I mean,
Yeah, my wife would tell you more about it. The difference is between past episodes where I would get angry, where I would stay in that experience for longer time or upset, it's much more shorter. It's like maybe 10 minutes, and I could see through it like, oh, I don't have to play this ego game through my mind. I'm right, she's wrong, or this, that. I come back up very quickly. And maybe this is few percentages left for me to work, so I'm still, what I call is, we are all progress in our mess. So we are all progress. So we try to just step into this whole fact that we are already that. So sit relaxed, feel your feet on the ground, your back supported by the chair, and just take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. And just watch the breath coming in and going out. And I want you to bring awareness on your physical body. Scan your body all the way from the top of your head to your feet. And just tune in. Just listen to your own body. See if there is a part of you which is calling for special attention, like maybe your neck or your back or whatever it is. I want you to take your attention to that part. Like you tune in, you feel into that part. No analysis, no judgments, no criticism, just like you're listening to a good friend. And you tune in, you feel into that part. If you can reach, you can put your hand on that part. And as you listen to that part, see what it's trying to communicate to you. Just listen. And you can respond back to that part by saying, take whatever you want in this moment. And trust that it knows what it wants at this moment. And notice how it feels as you give that part the permission to receive whatever it wants. And similarly, in your daily life, you can go to different parts and listen to them, and then give them permission to receive whatever they want. And this is an easy way of self-care. Now I want you to notice the volume of space in your hands. Like how you can feel there is this volume of space in your hands. Bring awareness to that volume of space and your feet, like there is more space than your physical body shows, you know. So notice how it feels to be aware of this volume of space. Similarly, bring attention and awareness to your heart center and notice the volume of space there. Like the energy, the space. It's much more bigger than you could imagine. So I want you to breathe into this space. And as you exhale, allow this space to expand throughout your body. Like you're expanding as you are exhaling the space throughout your body. And with another breath, as you breathe in, and as you exhale, you allow this space to permeate beyond your physical body as if it's filling the space around you. And notice how it feels to be more expanded just beyond your physical body. And with another breath, as you breathe in and exhale, you allow this space to expand further beyond. Like you are just filling this whole room with this volume of space from inside you to outside. Notice how it feels to be here. This is your expanded awareness. Which means you're also beyond your physical body, right? Just the physicality. You're more than that. And your hair, this hair, this now, this moment is fresh. And it's always fresh. Because every moment is a new moment. And in this space, bring up your number one longing, whatever you're seeking, that I am calm, I am peace, I am love, I am enlightened, whatever it is, that you're already that in this moment. And you fill this space with this energy of calmness or openness or whatever it is. You are always this, what you were seeking, because it is you. It's also beyond time, beyond space. It's always you. You carry it with you, inside you. Notice how it feels to feel what you always thought you would feel when you would reach there. It's right here. It's inside you and it's around you also. The pure open awareness, the expandedness, the light, the power, and you can send it to the whole world, this energy, who you are. And in this space, you can promise to yourself, you are this. You are this open, aware, expanded consciousness. You were like this before you were born. You carry this with you in this life, and you would carry it when you leave. There's not a single moment when it wasn't there with you, because this is you. So notice how it feels in your body, in your energy, and your awareness to be this person. So take a deep breath in and exhale, and put your hand on your heart and just promise to yourself that I would remember who I am. And allow yourself to feel this energy, this promise in this moment. Thank you.